Legend has it, thousands of years ago, the shining city of Atlantis fell victim to a volcano. The city sank to the bottom of the ocean, never to be seen again. That is until 1963, when Atlantis resurfaced in Garden Grove, this time as a park that was way ahead of its time.
We had an idea that we wanted to build some type of facility that was a little bit different than other facilities around.
That's exactly what they did. The new Atlantis was 3.5 acres of undersea fun. A huge cement whale called Wally with a slide coming out of his mouth. Rocking seahorses. A merry-go-round with Ollie the octopus at its center, and Danny. A huge dragon slide were some of the highlights. Parks and Recreation magazine called Atlantis Play Center one of the most imaginative and successful playgrounds in the United States.
There was Gene Roach and Pat O'Brien and myself sat down and we started putting some ideas together.
Those ideas evolved into a magical place that was internationally recognized for its originality of concept and for the effectiveness of the original play equipment. Of course, kids don't care about any of that.
I remember that boat, the seahorses up over there where my brother used to ride, and of course the main dragon slide. That's what sticks on my mind the most.
54-year-old Kevin Briggs remembers the exciting times he spent a half a century ago playing here with his little brother Brian.
It was a good family outing and come down here and just enjoy ourselves and spend the day.
Atlantis was created to be an underwater wonderland and a dream destination for all kids. It was built on land that was once an airstrip owned by the federal government. The dragon slide and other cement creatures that called Atlantis home were created by Benjamin Dominguez.
He believed that sea creatures kind of lent themselves to kind of like swimming through the ocean and kind of having a smooth, glassy, gliding feel to them. So if you structured play around that type of concept, that it would lend itself to that.
There he goes.
Dominguez used his early training in Mexico to create concrete serpents, whales, and dolphins. Kids who played on the Atlantis sea serpent back in the day may have gotten a special thrill when the creature spoke to them. Through the magic of technology, it was a park employee talking through a hidden speaker.
All the kids just could come unglued.
Through the years, park staff found other creative ways to entertain children.
We need to go find something that's big and blue and has a spout. What do you think? A whale? Yes, go find the whale.
Irma Earhart has been bringing her 4 kids and 9 grandkids here for 30 years.
It seemed like you just knew everybody, and they were always here to help you out if you need help with anything.
Let me help everybody that wants to do a coin purse, okay?
Many of the attractions here were donated by service clubs like Rotary, Kiwanis, and PTA groups.
The guys from the Parks Department built the Viking ship and paid for it out of their pockets.
Many city employees make contributions to the park. Tom Counts from Public Works painted an undersea mural on this wall, painted the bathrooms, and gave King Neptune a royal facelift.
It really makes you feel good is when they run up and they want to touch the mural, you know, they just run right to it. And genuine reaction right there, you know, they seem to enjoy it.
Hello, Bella. Hello, Bella.
In July of 2002, guests said hello to Bella, a 7-foot Burmese python shown by Amazing Animals. There's always something to do at an Atlantis family campout.
Nice. The only thing we tell them to bring is a smile and a tent.
It's a chance to enjoy the great outdoors without going very far from home.
It's fantastic. We came home from work, we jumped in the car, packed everything up, and we're here in 10, 15 minutes, and then to be able to spend the night here is just great.
There's no need to fumble with tire chains and brave the mountain passes for a little winter fun because Atlantis becomes a winter wonderland every December. Tons of black ice is transformed into a snowy alpine adventureland for parkgoers during Winterfest. And the Dragon Slide gives way to another gravity-defying activity. Snow slides, snowballs, and snow angels fill the frosty fun zone. Santa takes the place of King Neptune.
Up here!
The North Pole has never seemed closer to home.
1, 2, 3, go!
When winter turns to spring, there's a different kind of excitement at Atlantis.
Feels like a wild goose hunt for the golden eggs.
While the gold ones may be elusive, there are plenty of pink, green, and yellow eggs to be found by hunters of all ages. The usually sold-out egg excavations are another Atlantis family favorite.
Found it! Yeah!
So well organized, and you get a lot for what you pay for. It's hardly anything, and the kids just have a great time.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, eggs.
Generations of locals bring their kids to the place they enjoyed so much a few years back.
I remember using little burlap sacks and going down the dragon slide super fast, and that's my kids' favorite part too. So it's definitely a good tradition.
At the end of October, Atlantis Play Center is inhabited by all kinds of characters. The Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree features spooky train rides, crafts, entertainment, and of course, treats.
We like it because it's gated and it's safe and the kids can't get out, and if you don't bring a kid, you can't come in.
The park has changed over the years. Gone are Ollie the Octopus merry-go-round and the flying seahorses, but new attractions have popped up in their place.
3, 2, 1. They're turning hard. Here it comes.
In June 2012, the splash pad thrilled both kids and their parents, letting everyone get wet and a little wild on those hot summer days with its spraying seahorses, squirting turtles, and a water-dropping pelican.
I like the thing over there because I just press a button and it squirts me.
The only problem? How to get the youngsters to call it a day.
They never wanted to go home, they wanted to stay, and sometimes you leave and they'd be crying because they wanted to stay here. And you'd have to drag them out of the park.
As they get ready to celebrate the Play Center's birthday, Rotary members are back in the park sprucing up the undersea land that they and other service clubs helped build.
Our goal is to try and help get the park ready for the 50th anniversary. This is a special park for kids in Garden Grove.
It's been great to see so many people respond to the fact that we're having a 50th anniversary and how many memories were created here.
The 5-gallon potted trees have matured over the years, and the once sparse landscape is now lush and inviting.
We're really proud of Atlantis. The ability to just kind of run throughout the park and enjoy the day with your family or with your friends. That's what it's all about. And Atlantis allows you to do that.
It's a fantasy world. And for adults who experienced that when they were little, they never lose that.
I know, where is it? Come on.
Happy birthday to you.
Countless birthdays have been celebrated here. Kids of all ages blowing out the candles and sharing their big day with friends and family. Now it's time for Atlantis Play Center to take center stage as it celebrates 50 years of bringing smiles to the faces of generations of kids.
Happy birthday, Atlantis! Yay!